Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Inner Empress and you're here at Inner Empress Readings. So before I jump into the reading, first of all, I do want to take a moment and just send love, light, and healing energy to everyone who is watching. I know that at this time in our world, with the coronavirus, COVID-19, that there's a lot of uncertainty that's going on. And I just want to take that moment that if everyone watching can just send some love and light as well to those who are also watching, let's try to get the energy up. Let's try to help raise the vibration. And that is what this video is about today. Today, I want to look into what do we have to do to raise our mind, body, and soul vibration? How can we uplift ourselves right now? So I have 3 different piles for you to choose from. Now, before we jump into the piles, I do want to say that I recently did a giveaway in the community tab of my channel. So if you're subscribed to me, then you were able to go ahead and sign up for that. So I did choose a winner. I did contact the winner. Her name, and I'm so sorry if I mispronounced this, is Ailen Polo. So Ailen, please reach out to me within 48 hours. Otherwise, I will have to choose someone else. Now, for anyone else who is interested in the channeled messages deck that I make, I have 4 different options up on my site currently. I have the traditional meanings ones with pretty much this is cartomancy, but they have channeled messages that go along the lines of what the traditional tarot cards are supposed to be, but they're channeled messages that came through me in regards to the cards. So I have a traditional meanings one. I have one that is titled From Them to You. So if you're trying to figure out how a specific person feels or thinks about you, I also have one that has sexual meanings on it if that's something that you and a partner want to play with or if you want to have for yourself. And I also have an option where you can get a customized personal deck. So what that means is that you can let me know whether you want to focus on a specific topic like in your life, and I will channel messages specifically for you to use. So let's say you want to focus more on abundance in your life, or some people have told me, I just want whatever's supposed to come through, just let me know. So those are 4 different options, but I will be mailing this out to Ailen. Thank you so much to everyone who has participated. And if you did not win this time, please don't be discouraged. I have a ton of different giveaways that I want to do on my channel. And if you are subscribed to me, just keep an eye out. I will announce when I am doing giveaways and, no worries. So thank you so much for all your support, everyone. Now let's jump into this reading. Give yourself a moment, look at the piles, see which one is calling to you, and you'll find the timestamp in the description box below. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can even pause the video if you need to just give yourself a little more time. All right, so for those of you who chose pile 1, first of all, how are you doing today? I know it's a lot going on in the world, so if you want to just take a moment and tell me how you've been, please feel free to do that in the comments below. But let's look into how can you raise your vibrations right now for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Also, I do want to apologize if it's a little loud in the background at any point. Everyone is kind of home at the moment, so we're going to push on through. All right, so this is for mind, body, spirit. Okay, so this is what the universe wants you to know. All right, so for those of you who chose pile 1, right now your mind, we have the world clarified by the devil. Okay, so understandably what I'm seeing right now is it's a lot of fear, it's a lot of anxiety, a lot of obsession right now based around what's going on with the world. And it's really hitting me in regards to, first of all, your personal world as well as the world itself and what is happening at this time. Now, this is a timeless reading, but I can't, ignore what we're going through in the present. So right now there is concern. There is concern for how either your world is being affected, how things are changing. For some of you, there can be some things on your mind in regards to, especially with this phallic symbol here, there could be some concerns in regards to sex, sexuality, or things of that nature, like your relationships with people, how they're being affected right now. So this is your mind. This is your mental state. Now, moving into your body, we have the Chariot clarify by Justice. So what's really hitting me at this time, and this is a very obvious, particular pile, is that a lot of you are feeling kind of constraint in the body at the moment. Now, this is 2 major arcana that popped up. Actually, you had 2 major arcana here as well. wow, you have all major arcana at the moment, the magician too. So this is a lot of major energy. This is something big that's really hitting those who chose this pile, something that's really affecting your life, but also your life path. So you want to pay attention to this time, because what I'm picking up right now is that what you're going through in this moment is going to shift you. Like you're about to be realigned to a different part of your purpose and your journey. So pay attention to what's going on right now. So what we have in regards to your body, I do see a constraint. Like with the Chariot, usually this is a card of sometimes literal travel, literal movement. Some of you, I do see are feeling pulled in two different directions. You want to go out, you want to move around, but you can't. And obviously, if you're looking at this during the time that we are dealing with this virus, that makes a lot of sense. For some of you, I'm feeling a sense of being stuck somewhere that you are not from. So what I mean by that is that perhaps you're trying to get home or something of that nature, but you can't. And I'm getting that energy here with this division. Now, what's also hitting me here with this Justice card, I do feel like some of you, something with surgery is hitting me. So I don't really know why that's coming through, but especially like with this sword and this snake, it's making me think of the healing symbol, the caduceus, either caduceus or caduceus. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. But that's really hitting me. Also, something with someone's diet at this time. For some reason, they're telling me something about beets, like the vegetable, the red beet. They're telling me something about that. So I don't know if someone has been trying to put more of that into their diet, but that's really hitting me. They're also telling me something here with that division about I don't know, like, yes, a waiting period, but there's almost like what am I trying to say? Like a transformation or something, because I keep looking at this scale and I keep looking at these two bulls back here, and I just keep feeling like there's two different paths, there's two different roads. So some of you are actually using this time as a time of transformation. Maybe you're working on your body right now. Some of you might actually be healing from something, or it could be the fact that you're resting, but I feel like there is metamorphosis with the body at this time. I do see some long distance relationships here in this card, especially. I'm picking up that vibe here with the man and how he wants to touch this person, but it's almost like he's reluctant. So I do feel like there's a lot of long distance relationships that might be happening here, whether because of just living in two different places, or because of the service, or a partner having to be distanced for some reason. All right. So then in regards to the spirit, we have the Magician. Okay, so the Magician, I love this though, because I feel like even though mentally some of you are definitely, keeping an eye on the world, keeping an eye on your world, a little fearful, I see that you're in a mind state of, what can I do? Some of you are starting charities or donating to charities. You're doing things to help out with people. You're becoming creative. Some of you might actually be finding ways to communicate with different people more. So with the Magician, this is considered the great communicator. Before I go any further, I do want to point out that I just saw 733. So I don't know who that's relevant for number wise, but that just stood out to me. But in regards to spiritually, the Magician, first of all, this is the person who, like I said, is the great communicator, but it's not just necessarily always an outward communication, it's also within, because there's a saying with the Magician, as above, so below. So what the Magician receives, and I'm really getting this from this candle right here, like this light up here, what the Magician receives from the divine, he brings forth within the world. So it's kind of like you are sparked at this moment. You actually have everything you need. The Magician has every suit on the table, has cups, has swords, has wands, has pentacles, everything that is needed to make something happen. So the universe is really sparking you spiritually right now, whether you are inspiring other people, whether yourself has been inspired, and perhaps you're not actively creating at this moment. Maybe you're creating abundance, maybe you're creating peace within your home, within yourself, but there's something that spiritually, even though physically you feel kind of confined at this moment, spiritually you are a flame. Like, this is exactly what your soul needs to balance you out. And I don't know why that just came up. I think it had much to do with the Justice card, but it's really talking about something with levels. And they're also telling me something with someone's levels physically. Like, I don't know if there has been some type of chemical imbalance for some of you who chose this pile, or like with a medication or something, but they're saying that physically you're also getting imbalance, or realizing there's an imbalance so you can correct that. And that's for some people who are watching. Please only take what resonates for you. But spiritually, those of you who chose this pile, you're aligned. You're aligned with the universe. You're aligned with your purpose. You are starting to, they're telling me something with like your ideas, like just light bulb moment after moment. So some of you might want to keep a journal. Some of you, like, you're starting projects. They just told me finish for somebody. So some of you might need to go back and finish projects at this time. Like, they're letting you know this is the green light. But this is a beautiful energy that's coming through. So this is your current state. Now we want to look at what they want you to do to raise the vibration of each level. I mean, honestly, spiritually, your vibration is already very much elevated, but let's look into what else I pulled for you. And just so you know, I don't see any of the cards before you do. I shuffle them, I lay them down, and we see them together. So here we have the Moon cards. Okay. So here we have what the universe wants you to do to raise your vibration. So this is for the mind, the body, and the soul. Okay, so for the mind, it says hold your vision. So fixed moon. Now, what this is hitting me about is that even through these dark times, even through whatever you're going through right now that might seem uncertain, the universe is saying to be focused on what it is that you wanted to bring to life, what you wanted to complete. Like, they're telling me something that in regards to the year, some of you had goals, had, things you really wanted to knock out. And now you're not sure if that's part of the plan. And the universe is saying it is part of the plan. This is a detour in regards to getting you there, but it doesn't mean you're not going to get there. And when you do get to where you're supposed to be, you're going to be so much more prepared because of the way that things took this route, because of the fact that it didn't just go straight there. It took you around, you gained knowledge and experience and picked up things and friends and relationships that you didn't even realize were necessary. So mentally, hold your vision. For some of you, I also feel like there's a need to protect your vision, and that's coming through to me. So it might be the fact that some of you might be sharing too much of your ideas with the wrong people. Some of you may need to step away from people who are trying to discourage certain ideas of yours. But there's something to me that it's almost like I said, like, protect your vision, hold on to your vision, keep it safe. Like, don't let it die out, don't discard it, but it's a matter of keep it safe till it's the right time, because the right time is coming. All right, now for the body, how to raise your vibration. So, also before I turn this over, this big message that's really hitting me is about hope. Like, that's what's really hitting me, is that the universe is saying, and I don't know if you can see it properly in this card, but the moon is still kind of showing right here. It's just like shaded out. And the universe is saying that there's a lot going on right now beneath the surface that you don't see. And I know that can be scary, and that's probably what's adding to, the anxiety and the different energy that I was picking up in the first cards. But the universe is saying that things are happening for a reason. So they want you to trust. They want you to hold on to the original plan, because you're going to be led where you need to be led to. Now here we have you and your loved ones are safe. So when it comes to your body, the universe is saying in order to raise your vibration, you need to know that you're safe. You also need to move in ways that are safe. So as I said, this is timeless, but I can't ignore the current climate of what we're going through. So with this virus, move in ways that are safe. Continue to, social distance if that is what's required. Continue to wash your hands. Continue to, do those things. But also know that there is not necessarily a need for you to stress out and worry. Stress weakens the immune system. Stress puts a lot on the body. So the universe is saying you don't need to stress out. Just continue to do, properly what you have been doing for yourself, and know that you're going to be okay. You raise your vibration for your body by trusting, by being in a much more peaceful energy, by getting some rest, by eating healthier. And that's for however your body deems to be healthy, but, making sure that you're eating properly, you're getting water, you're getting rest at this time. It's just a matter of don't stress. Don't stress. New moon in Cancer. I feel like the Cancer is important for somebody here. All right, so this one right here is spirit, and we have a fiery climax approaches. I love this. I love this full moon in Aries. I believe that the magician card is Aries. I could be wrong, but I know that Mercury rules the magician. And when I was talking about the fire that stood out to me in that card, that's important because, like I said, you're already ablaze. So the universe for you spiritually is saying, you know, there's not really anything spiritually you need to do. You're already aligned, and it's going to lead you to, like I said, creating, to making new choices, to making things happen. Something new is about to happen for you spiritually. Some of you are going through awakenings right now. Some of you, it's just like a mind-blown moments where you're seeing your life, you're seeing situations, your path, you know, you're being sparked to let certain things go, and now you're like, there's new things that I want to do. I'm being drawn to new situations and people and ideas. So honestly, spiritually, you know, honestly, for everything, the universe is just telling you to keep the course. For pile one, like, keep the course, continue to practice, you know, healthy practices for your body, continue to hold on to the visions that you had before everything kind of seemed like it got murky. Continue to listen to your spirit because you're being led in a certain direction. So those of you who chose this pile, you are in alignment. Like, it's a little scary feeling because things are, you know, it's new territory, it's new terrain, but the universe is saying you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. All right, so now let's look at guidance. You know, I love to close out a reading with guidance. Okay, so we have flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. So for some of you who chose this, and you all may not resonate with this, and that's okay. Only take what does. But for some of you, something with flowers is important. It can be the scent of flowers, like something with aromatherapy. It can be something with like bath bombs, like using flower petals in something, whether that's cooking, whether that's crafting. It could be the fact that you actually have a garden, or you want to plant something or grow something in your home, or even if you're a designer and you make something with flower designs. But for someone watching, flowers is very important for you, and the universe just wants you to know that and possibly start working with them at this time. Then we have surrender fear. Absolutely, because what I saw from the beginning with this particular pile, there is a lot of fear. A lot of fear of the unknown, a lot of fear of the current situations in your life and in the world. So the universe is saying, let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Surrender to wonder and awe. Before I even read anything else with this, what's really hitting me at this time is, like I said, a lot of you are creating. And if you're not creating, you're around a lot of people who are starting new things or sparking you or being inspired by you. And so the universe is saying, really take this moment to just look at the world, look at your world, and see how it is shifting and changing. See how it's making room for new things. And instead of looking at it with fearful eyes, look at it with wonder, because it's so much that's like breaking through. And so it says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. When I was saying all of life, it hit me something with pregnancy. So I don't know if some of you are actually pregnant at this time, or if you're around someone closely who is about to give birth, but that just hit me really quickly. All right. So then we have fogged in. It says, go slow, take time. Absolutely. This card talks about when you can't see what's in front of you, but you still are trying to proceed and just taking things carefully. And that is what the universe is saying. Take things one day at a time. You don't have to rush. You don't, if you're not feeling okay right now, if you're a bit uncertain and stuff, that's all right. You don't have to force yourself to be in a false positive attitude. It's okay to take things one day at a time until you realize your attitude is just shifting and changing, that it's moving itself already into a healthier shift. So the main thing is to just challenge the fearful thoughts that pop up. Challenge the things that are worrying you or stressing you or causing you to divert your attention. Just think of them and challenge them. So next we have, the universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately towards the highest good. So I do want to point out that I'm not exactly sure what this bird is. I'm not sure if it's a red robin or a cardinal or something, but if anyone watching happens to know, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. But you might want to look that up. I'm very big when it comes to symbolism of the cards. So the universe is just giving you more affirmation that everything's going to be okay. Like, you're going to be provided for. You're going to have what you need, even if it seems right now as if you don't. Whatever it is that you feel at this moment that you're lacking, the universe is saying, I'm going to take care of you. You know, I am going to help you to do what you need to do for yourself. I'm going to align you with those who can help you as well. So just stay positive, you know, and like I said, don't worry about fake positivity. If you are feeling at this point not so positive, it's okay. You're meant to be in your emotions at this moment. You're meant to process them. But as you start to feel yourself lifting in energy, don't resist that. You know, don't fight, you know, your mindset moving into a more positive time, because sometimes people can feel guilty and feel like, well, these are stressful times. Shouldn't I be stressed out too? And it's like, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's okay for you to feel a bit more uplifted. That's you trusting in the universe. That's you knowing that no matter what, things are going to be taken care of. That's you moving into an energy where you can provide for others and for yourself. So just know that however you're feeling, it's okay right now. Like, you don't have to be 100% chipper and cheerful at the moment. It's okay to feel however you're feeling. So the universe just wants you to know that. And last but not least, we have, when I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. That is the whole point pretty much of pile one, is the universe just telling you you're already connected. You are already connected to spirit. You are okay. You are receiving guidance. Everything is going to align the way it needs to for you. So for those of you who may be in a fearful mindset or currently just worried or stressed or whatever is going on, the universe is saying just tune into your spirit. Get some quiet time, you know, sit down, write out your thoughts if you need to. Get all of that out, because you need to clear that energy out so that you can sit there and actually listen to the part of you that feels okay. The part of you that just knows everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to turn out the way it's supposed to for you. So thank you so much for watching. I am sending, once again, lots of love and light to all of you watching. And if you could just take a moment and send some love and light to everybody who's watching as well. Like I said, let's just raise the vibration right now of this world, of this planet, of each and every one of us. And I am wishing you all the best. And if you would like a personal reading, I do happen to offer those in my Etsy shop, so you can find the link for that in the description box below. I do readings on a variety of topics. So I do have readings about love, about spiritual advancement, and also a section where you can ask your own questions if there's something specifically you want me to look into. So thank you so much once again. I will see you next time. Take care. All right, so for those of you who chose pile 2, thank you so much for tuning in today. How are you doing? You know, if you want to just leave me a comment, let me know how you're currently doing right now, how you've been. I would love to read that, love to hear from you. So we're going to jump into right now with this reading, how can you raise your vibration? I feel like that's really important, especially right now. This is a timeless reading, but I can't ignore the current climate and what's going on in our world with COVID-19. So just know that I am sending you all lots of love and light right now. And if you could just take a quick moment and send love and light back to those who are watching, like, let's get this positive energy flowing throughout the world. Let's just give it to each other. So jumping into our reading. All right, so we're going to look at what the universe wants you to know first in regards to your mind, your body, and your spirit. So your mind, your body, and your spirit. Okay. I do apologize if you happen to hear any loud sounds in the background. Everyone happens to be home, so, you know, I'm trying to move as swiftly as possible so they don't interrupt you. All right, so clarify. Okay, so your mind. All right, so the energy that I'm picking up right here is that I feel like for those of you who chose pile 2, you might be feeling a little bit defeated about something. Okay, there's 2 different energies I'm picking up on, one more strongly than the other. So let me point out what I'm picking up. So for the majority of you who are watching, I am picking up that you're feeling a little bit defeated right now. You are in a mindset of things just kind of being a little bit hopeless at the moment. For a very small minority of you who are watching, I do feel some type of energy of seizing an opportunity. Now, that might not be in the best way for some of you, and I'm not judging, but I am seeing that perhaps some of the things that you plan to do might go against maybe perhaps what you usually stand for, your moral ethics, something like that. But there is a little bit of that energy. However, what I'm seeing the most is that many of you are feeling at the mercy of, like, that's what's really hitting me, the mercy of. So it could be the mercy of the universe, the mercy of other people at this moment. Now, for those of you who are trying to seize this opportunity, just make sure, as I said, that you're doing it in a way that is healthiest for you. Make sure that your plans are not necessarily trying to take advantage. That's what's really hitting me. Trying not to take advantage of other people or a situation in a negative way. So that's what's hitting me with this pile mentally. Moving into the body. Now we have the Four of Cups and we have Death. Okay, for some of you, you might actually be dealing with some health issues at this moment. I am not saying this to scare anyone. Please only take this if this resonates. Like, if you know for sure that you're fighting a cold or whatever is going on. Overall, death to me is not necessarily speaking about literal death. Some of you may have actually dealt with a death of a loved one very close to you, and so physically it's hitting you in a sense of apathy, of needing to just keep to yourself. But I'm not necessarily picking up for anyone who is watching this that physically, like, you're dying. That's not what I'm necessarily picking up on. What I am seeing from this is a sense of inertia, the body just kind of being. You might not be moving around as much. You might not feel motivated in a sense. You could just be either, for some of you, drinking, to be quite honest. I am picking up on that. For others of you, and I don't say this in a judgmental way, but just lounging around, just kind of eating, just, there's a sense of, like, I just don't feel like being bothered. That's what's coming through. Clarify. The Queen of Cups. For some of you, I don't know why, but I can't stop staring at the water. Like, I don't know if it's something with, like, fluids, with liquids or something like that. But that's standing out to me very strongly. For the body, for those of you who chose this, I feel like you need to rest. I feel like either you're already in a state of resting or you need to rest. I feel like you need either to get in a lot of fluids, to drink a lot of water. I'm just picking up a sense of the body really not wanting to be active. And I'm not talking about like confinement, like space confinement. I mean like the body literally not wanting to be very active. So you might need to rest, especially what I saw with the mind, this defeated mindset. Some of you might be very sad, might be dealing with depression, might be dealing, like I said, with healing from some type of illness or something that you are aware of. And you're putting yourself in this mindset of hopelessness, and the universe is saying, just be aware that this is what you are kind of manifesting. And the reason why I say that, I'm not trying to put any like undue responsibility on you. The reason why I say that is because you literally have the Magician, you have the great manifester. So as above, so below. What you're thinking, you're creating. It's manifesting physically. So you need to raise your vibration. Now, what I'm seeing spiritually is interesting. We have Four of Swords and we have the Ace of Wands. So spiritually, I feel like you're kind of in a battle with yourself right now. And what I mean by that is that with this Four of Swords, what I'm picking up on is the universe is trying to work through you, but it needs you to surrender to do that. So with the Four of Swords, it's all about allowing yourself to lay back and rest, allowing yourself to mentally give yourself some peace. Some of you might really be on a spiritual level connecting with, it could be loved ones that have passed away. And the reason why I say that is because this does look in a sense like a coffin. So spiritually, you could be connecting to the spirit realm, to people who have passed on, who were close to you. You might be having dreams. You might be having some type of visions or something of that nature. And that's for someone specific who I'm talking to right now. But the universe is trying to work with you. The universe is trying to move through you at this moment. That is what I'm seeing. So I feel like you're actually being put on a pause so that they can do that. Now let's look into what the universe wants you to do right now to raise your vibration. This particular pile, I feel a lot of sadness. Like I almost feel like I want to cry for some reason, and it's just a lot of build up energy. So we have, this is what the universe wants you to do for your mind, for your body, and for your soul. Okay, for your mind. It's time to release negative energy. I just want to point out that I do not see these cards before you do. I shuffle them and then I sit them down, and when I turn them over, that's the first time we both see them. So the universe is saying that full moon in Scorpio, it is time to release negative energy. That negative thinking that you are holding on to, that self-defeating thoughts or thoughts of possibly taking advantage of someone else, or maybe feeling like you're being taken advantage of by the universe, by different people. The universe is saying you got to break out of that. You have to let yourself be free, because as I said, you are manifesting that energy into the physical realm right now. This is coming forth into your body. Now, in regards to your body itself, we have the answers you need are coming. Some of you are waiting for test results for something, and that's hitting me real quick. So this is not to scare anyone who is watching. Those who I'm talking to, you've already went and taking a test. You're waiting for results to come to you. The universe is also saying that in regards to if you've been looking for a way to physically raise your vibration, that the answers are coming to you as well. Something's going to spark you that's going to help you. You know, either a change in your diet, a change in your environment, you know, something around you is going to help improve you. So the universe is saying that the answers you're looking for in regards to raising your vibration, they will bring them to you. You will be provided with those answers. We also have full moon in Gemini. So Gemini deals a lot, this is an air sign, it deals a lot with communication. And so I feel like there might be some talks that are had. You might end up talking to family members. You might end up communicating and inspiring other people. If you're going through some type of physical journey, if you're dealing with something, you might end up helping others by talking about it. There's something with the communication aspect that I feel like is very important. I really want this pile to pay attention to your dreams, like pay attention to your intuition overall. The reason why I say that is because I'm looking at, I know these are twins that are represented here. And for a very small group of you who are watching, twins may be very relevant for you. Maybe you are a twin. Maybe it's something, you know, in that relation. Maybe you have a twin flame or something that you can sense what they're going through physically. But what I'm picking up for those, like the majority of you who are watching, is this is talking to me about like the outer and the inner self, and how with these, the eyes closed, is making me think back to like spiritually with that Four of Swords, of tuning in, like clearing out the clutter, like tune out all the outside noise so you can tune in and be able to hear that divine guidance. So I feel like your dreams may be important at this time. I feel like visions you might be having, certain, and visions don't have to be they don't have to be like in the movies, you know, where it's this very vivid thing that flashes across your mind. Sometimes they're quick. Sometimes it's an inkling, like a feeling of something in your mind. It's a, you know, a color or something real quick that just comes to you. And it comes so subtly that sometimes you question if you even experienced it. And I feel like the universe is giving you some insight right now into your body, into your physical health. All right, then we have here, so spiritually, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Okay, so for those of you who are watching, I'm picking up two different messages. I feel like for some of you, you're being pushed to do something, to start something. And that could go back to those of you who are ready to seize an opportunity at this time. Your spirit is pushing you in a direction to seize that opportunity in a way that feeds your soul and helps to feed others. Now, for others of you who are watching, I also feel like the universe is letting you know the time that you give yourself to rest and release that negativity, it's going to allow your spirit to grow in a much healthier way. I feel like for some reason, I keep just hearing like, and this is not said to scare anyone. I'm not picking up on like a doomed energy or anything like that. But I keep getting this like feeling of like a shutdown, like a body shutdown. So I feel like some of you could be possibly bedridden who are watching this. And like I said, this is not to scare you. This is to let you know that the universe is saying that they are putting you into this, you know, state of lower physical activity so that you can rest, so that you can receive guidance, so that you can spiritually grow, your vibrations can grow, and that can help affect other areas of your life. So that's what's really hitting me. So now we're going to move into guidance. Okay. So we have heart's desire. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. Before I turn over any other card, for some of you who are watching, I just get this feeling that, like I said, there's a lot of sadness for some reason in this pile. I don't know if some of you who are watching have lost someone recently very close to you, but I'm just picking up a lot of that energy, and I feel like the universe, that could be what's on some of your minds, like what's really keeping you in that loop of negativity that they were talking about releasing. And the universe is saying that they want you to not focus on that. I know that's easier said than done, and I'm not telling you to not think about your loved ones or think about life, your situations, but the universe is saying that where your thoughts are currently situated, it's not helping you. You got to bring them higher. You have to bring your thoughts to a place where you're able to see the blessings, see the lessons, kind of just go with the flow of what is happening. And I hate kind of saying that in a sense, because I know that when the heart is involved, especially if it's someone very close to you, it's like I said, it's so much easier said than done. It's still fresh for a lot of you. So the universe, take your time. Take your time with the healing. Just take your time. That's what's the most important thing. And just know that the universe is going to be bringing you those answers. They're going to be bringing you what you need, but it's okay for you to just rest right now. So with this, the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. I also feel like the universe is saying, please know that they still hear you. They're still walking with you. They are guiding you. For a lot of you who are watching, they are trying to bring you to your dreams. They're trying to bring you still where it is that you want to go, that they have not forgotten you. And it's a matter of they need you to walk with faith. They need you to walk knowing that they are with you. Then we have infinite abundance. So it says you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. That is interesting. So like I said, the universe, spiritually, it's growing your soul right now. The universe, and there's something that's hitting me with this particular pile. I don't know if a lot of you have felt lost in life or within the last, I don't know why I'm hearing 3, so I don't know, like 3 years or something like that. But I feel like the universe is saying that this time where they're kind of putting you into low activity, it is meant to ignite you. It is meant to kind of like spiritually spark you at this time so you can step into your purpose, so you can realize what it is you need to be doing or what you want to be doing. For somebody, I just heard go back to. So I don't know if for some of you, you need to be redirected back to something you were doing that gave you joy, that gave you that sense of purpose. But the universe is saying that there's a lot of prosperity and abundance that is coming to you. They just want you at this time to be open to receive. And in order for you to do that, pile 2, you just need to allow yourself to free your mind. Free your mind, listen to your intuition, because you're getting messages, you're getting instructions for the next step. And the universe is saying, just trust that. Surrender to spirit. So it says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Surrender denial. So it says, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So if there's anything right now in your life that you are denying, the universe is saying that that's not helping you. That sometimes facing the truth can hurt, or it can be scary, it can be uncertain. But by doing that, you allow yourself to truly see a situation so that you can truly see how the best course of action is to handle it. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm very focused on this peacock right here, and I feel like you have silent support in your life. In addition to the support you have around you that you acknowledge, but I feel like a lot of you have silent support around you. You have a spirit guardian, you have an ancestor, you have an angel. Like there is spiritual support that's around you. And I'm also hearing something about, I'm hearing I was there. And I'm not exactly sure like who that's for, but there's something along the lines of like, they're giving me this very heavy energy, and it's like something recent, and they're telling me like, just I was there. No, I was there. Even when you feel like no one was there for you, no one was watching out. The situation was supposed to be worse than it actually turned out. I was there. I just heard something about a feather, so I feel like for someone I'm talking to afterwards, like there's some type of like sign from your spirit guides, like a feather or something that's being left around. Or for someone specific, I just heard tattoo, so it could be like literally a feather tattoo for someone specific. But I'm getting a sense that there might have been something traumatic or of that nature that took place in your life, and they're letting you know that it was supposed to be worse than what it was, but they were there for you. Your spiritual support system was there for you, and they were looking out. I also want to come back and point out to this card because they're directing my vision here. They're showing me that things are going to get better, that you're being led, and this is really hitting me with this heart's desire. They're showing me that you are being led out of this uncertain time. You will be led to beautiful things happening in your life. You will be led to this abundance, to this prosperity. You're not done yet. Keep going. All right, next we have, to begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. Absolutely. First of all, I do want to point out, because it hits me. Please know that I've been reading tarot for a very long time, but I'm always amazed when, you know, cards that I pull from different decks, like the stories just come together. The messages just come together, because this is exactly what is coming through with this card, with the Ace of Wands and with the Four of Swords, like I said. And so the universe, you know, is saying in the present moment, they are literally moving you out of your own way. Like spiritually, they are literally putting you in a space to where you have no choice. You're being sparked because you're being made to have to be in one spot. You're being made to have to lay down, to have to rest, to have to recuperate, to where you're kind of getting out of your own way and making room for spirit to blaze through. So a lot of you are being sparked. A lot of you, like I said, you're coming out of this state of sleep almost. And it's like, you're starting to really feel your passion and your purpose, or to be woken up to at least the things that don't serve you so you can move away from them. And that's amazing. So last I have, when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. And you know what? For those of you who chose pile 2, I feel like that is what is most important for you. I feel like some of you, I keep hearing lost. So I don't know if you lost your faith at one point, whatever that was for you, like whatever religion, whatever spiritual connection you once had. But I feel like for a large majority of you who are watching, this is about reconnection. Your particular way to raise your vibration is to reconnect to faith, reconnect to, you know, either your faith in humanity, your faith in the universe, the faith in yourself. And so your spirit is being reignited. That's what's big for you right now. And the universe is saying the more that you allow that to just happen, the more that they can work miracles and beautiful things in your life. So thank you so much, those of you who tuned in for this reading and for this pile. Like I said, I am sending you lots of love, light, and positive energy. And I would really, really appreciate it if those of you watching can once again just send love, light, and energy to others who are watching as well. Please know that you are always protected and divinely directed, and that everything is going to move for you in the way that it is supposed to. Just try to find the areas in your life where you're possibly standing in your own way and see how you can dismantle that. See how you can reignite that faith within yourself. The universe is putting you in literal pause. It's already working on you, but it wants you to meet it halfway. It wants you to look at your mindset, you know, see where you can release those negative thoughts, get back to your dreams. You know, like I said, just re is big for you. Recycling, reigniting, redirecting, like that's really big for you. And that's what this particular pile needs to focus on at this time to raise your vibration. I also want to say real quick before I head out is that if you would like a personal reading with me, and please only take what resonates with you. This is a general reading, but if you would like a personal reading with me, I do offer them in my Etsy shop. You can find the link for that in the description box below. And I do readings on a variety of topics. So if you want to know about spiritual advancement in regards to love life, or even if there's a question that you specifically want to ask me, I do have a section for that. So thank you so much once again for watching. Take care. All right, so for those of you who chose pile 3, we are going to jump into how to raise your vibration of your mind, your body, and your spirit. Now, before I jump into the reading, I do want to take a moment to send some love, light, and positive energy your way. I also ask that those of you watching, if you could just send some love and light to those who are also watching, like let's collectively raise our vibrations and send some healing, positive energy into the world. I do want to apologize as well if you happen to hear any loud noises in the background. Everyone is home, so I am trying to kind of move through this as smoothly as possible. But jumping into the reading, let's find out, first of all, the current state of your mind, body, and spirit. So we have mind, body, spirit, and what the universe wants you to know. Okay. Okay. Clarify. All right, so for those of you who chose pile 3, so we have mentally, we have the 2 of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So for those of you who are watching, you're actually in a very positive mind space. So a lot of you here are focused on love, focused on human connection, focused on, the long term. You might be planning visits with people. You might be planning what you want to do with people. I do want to point out that even though this is a timeless reading, I can't ignore the, current climate of the world. So we are dealing with the coronavirus. We are dealing with COVID-19. So some of you might be in a state mentally of just, figuring out, how can I connect to people at this time? How can I inspire people? How can I ease people? How can I planning different things of stay connected with people, or what I want to do with my own life after this is all over, or whatever the case is. Whatever you're going through right now, this is a much more positive, kind of sit back and watch and plan type of mindset, and that's beautiful. I also love that with this particular card, this is a coming together of the hearts. This is a coming together of the minds. This is solution based. This is growing. This is compassion and empathy. This is very beautiful energy right here mentally. Now, what we have here physically, so we have the 8 of Swords, and then we have the High Priestess. Tell me more. Judgment. Clarify. The Moon. I'm hearing something about changing your ways. So some of you might be making some shifts physically right now. You could be changing up your schedule. You could be changing your diet. There's something that's going on with this Judgment card where I feel like with this 8 of Swords, this has a lot to do with mental fear. So the 8 of Swords tends to deal with somebody who feels trapped. Now, considering, as I said, what's going on in the present, when I'm recording this video, many of us do feel physically confined because we have to social distance and self-quarantine. So it could be feeling that way, but I also feel like you are getting in touch with yourself, possibly in a new way, possibly looking at the ways that you can either work out or, just learning different things about your body in that sense. Now, with this right here, the High Priestess and the Moon, this really stands out to me because these are both moon-oriented cards, both deal heavily with intuition and with spirituality. So I feel like at this time, you're just allowing your body to be moved in the sense of what it needs to do. And there could be a lot of research that's going on. Some of you, something with photography is coming through with me for some reason here. With this woman, she's facing downwards, but the reflection that's coming up. So it could be a lot of that's taking place. There might be a lot of meditation that's happening. Could be some even tattoo work. But there's a sense here of almost, I want to say transformation, but it's how can I use my body? How can I use my space at this time to either learn, to create, to do something different because of this feeling of almost being trapped? And I feel like there's a challenge here. With this energy here, I almost feel like it's a challenge. I'm not going to let myself be confined. Now, of course, I hope that you are being healthy and you are practicing social distance and just healthy, lifestyle things that you need at this time. But there's an energy here physically, and some of you could have recovered from something. That's really hitting me with this particular card. This is the Santa Muerte tarot, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but we have, like, it's all very skeletal themed, and we have literally what looks to be a funeral, looks to be someone rising out of the coffin. So I don't know if some of you physically were very ill recently, but your health is improving. You're finding yourself improving. So I do see positive energy that's coming through here. Some of you could really be getting into some type of, like, I'm feeling art here with, like, the water just makes me think of, like, painting, photos, like capturing that type of thing, images. But also here with this particular high priestess, I just feel like there's a lot of, you might be looking into recipes, home remedies, things like that. There's a lot of, I don't want to necessarily say occult, but let's say faith-based. So whatever your faith is, I feel like there's a lot of almost study and jumping into that. Could be something homeopathic at this time, something like that, but that's really hitting me in regards to the physical body. Now moving into spiritually, you know, this is interesting because we have the Three of Swords and then we have the Six of Wands. So spiritually, you are coming out of some type of defeat, and that's very interesting. The other piles, all three piles were very different, and for some reason, for someone, when I first was turning these particular cards, I did hear one. So if you were kind of drawn between 3 and 1, you might want to go look back at that. But for this particular card right here, in regards to your spirit, this card is showing someone literally getting stabbed in the back. You know, this is the card of heartbreak, of hard truth. So spiritually, some of you could have been dealing with a moment where you felt like, you know, your world was just falling apart. It was a lot of pain. It was a lot of just things knocking you down. But where you are right now is you're coming out of that. With this Six of Wands, this is the card of victory. This is a card of acknowledgement. So you are raising your vibration. You are coming out of that energy. You're starting to realize things. Other people are starting to possibly feel your soul, your spirit, like just inspiring them, calling to them. You could be helping to like rally people and motivate people at this time. So that's what's really hitting me with this energy. Now, moving into what the universe wants you to do right now. This is the only pile that I pulled multiple cards for this particular section. So for your mind, for your body, and for your spirit. Okay. So we have believe in the impossible. That's beautiful. I do want to point out, I'm not sure if I said it already, but I don't ever see these cards before you do. I shuffle them, I put them straight down, and when I turn them over, that's the first time we both see them. So the universe is saying, in order to raise the vibration of your mind, you need to either start or continue believing in the impossible, believing in miracles, believing in beautiful things happening and taking place. Then we have expect powerful change, new moon in eclipse. So this is blue moon and this is new moon in eclipse. This is beautiful. I feel like a lot of you here are actually helping to raise other people's vibrations at this time. I don't know if you're looking after people who are, you know, dealing with illness or who are a bit downtrodden at this moment. And I'm feeling like there's a lot of counselors and therapists in this particular pile as well. A lot of teachers too. And what's really hitting me is that the universe is saying, stay positive, expect beautiful things to happen. It's so important that you stay in this mindset because you are helping other people to get into this mindset. You are helping spark people, almost like they're showing me like candles, and they're showing me like a spark, like a flame sparking. And so you are helping that to happen. You are helping that. All right. So then in regards to your body, how to raise the vibration of your body, we have bring love into this situation, new moon in Aquarius, and then we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So as I said, some of you might be making some bodily changes. You might be working on self-love, and that can be in whatever way that means for you, whether it is loving the skin you're already in, whether that's making some type of change like working out, or whatever the case is. The universe is saying that to raise the vibration of your body, really start appreciating your body, really start loving your body, really start finding ways to honor and respect your body. And if you have been putting in that effort already, they want you to know, understand that it's working, it's paying off. Even if you can't see it at the moment, it's paying off, and to continue. And then we have here, your dreams need a practical plan. So this is for your spiritual aspect. Now, full moon in Taurus. What this is hitting me with is that the universe is saying, direct your energy. So you're coming across this energy now where you're bringing a lot of support to you. And like I said, you're coming out of that downtrodden energy. You're coming out of that heartbreak, that defeated type of energy that was hitting you spiritually before. The universe is saying that you're gaining momentum. You're gaining support on the spirit realm as well as in the physical. And as people see how passionate you are about your dreams, about yourself, about whatever it is in life, they're going to want to get behind that. So the universe is saying spiritually, you're going to actually be following. This is what's hitting me. You're going to actually be following your divine life plan. You're getting put on track for your purpose. Some of you are already on it. So they're saying that what's going to be taking place, especially with that powerful change, they're directing me back to that card, is that you're going to spark powerful change, and it's what you're meant to do. Like what you're doing at this moment, what you're being led to do is purposeful, is what you're meant to do. So follow the plan, stay the course in a sense. Okay, that's beautiful. So now let's move into guidance. It says body work. I want to pause real quick. Like I said, I do not see these cards beforehand, and I had picked up with this particular card when I was talking something about with the body is some type of possible like tattoo or something of that nature or whatever. So to see this card here, it says your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So that could be something that is important for those of you who are watching. Doesn't have to be a profession, doesn't have to be like a career. It could be something that you're implementing for yourself in any of those aspects, something to do with the body. Next, we have surrender to effortlessness. It says, stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So the universe's guidance to you is just flow with what's happening. Like you're already doing a wonderful job. You're already doing a great job. You know, there really isn't much that you need to like implement because you're already staying positive and helping to inspire other people, and you're on the course. Like some of you, I feel, and I'm getting this like, it's like this antsy feeling, and it's mental though, it's in the mind. So it's like, what else should I be doing? What else can I be doing? What else, you know, like almost like I'm not doing enough. I could be doing more. And the universe is like, whoa, calm down. You're doing an excellent job. You know, it's okay for you to just flow. The next piece of the puzzle is going to come to you. You're going to do what you're supposed to do naturally. And those moments are going to hit you like, wow, you know, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel when you're doing something either you had planned to do a long time ago, or something you want to do, or something that just feels right when you're in the moment. It's going to just happen. So then we have surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. This is very important, especially because of the fact that your energy is so high right now. So you are attracting a lot of people to you as well. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with you sharing that love and light with people. Nothing wrong with it. But practice boundaries is what's hitting me. They want you to make sure that you're not just kind of like pouring. And that's a beautiful... It's a beautiful way to say it, because especially with the way this literally is coming up, you're literally pouring yourself into other people. And they're saying there's nothing wrong with helping people, but make sure that at the end of the day, you're not on empty. You're not on E. You're not taking on too much from people emotionally. You're not so drained trying to give support to people or keep their spirits up. Like, listen to your heart. You're going to know who really needs your words and who just wants to steal some of your light. Like, you're going to know. So pay attention to that. And be okay with saying, hey, I can't talk right now, you know, but I'm sending you love and light. Like, it's okay for you to distance yourself a bit so that you can recharge, whether that's from social media, from people who are hitting you up, wanting your attention, whatever the case is, it's okay to disengage. Next, we have discovering the truth. I love this. It says, you stand in the light of truth. I am so drawn for some reason to this old man back here. And I've never really paid attention to these two people. What does this say? I can't read it, unfortunately, the signs that are here, but I'm very focused on this sign moving forward, this direction, people pointing in that direction. So I feel like what the universe is talking about is that people could be trying around you to get you to do something, to move your life in one way, your beliefs, or, some type of information. They're trying to point you in a direction, but the universe is saying that listen to your soul. Like, you know what's right for you. You know what you should be doing. You know where you should be going. Like, trust your soul, because you're going in a whole different direction. You're being led somewhere completely different. And I keep staring at the sheep too. And it's kind of just hitting me like with what I was saying. Don't be a sheep. Don't do what someone else wants you to do just because they want you to do it, just because they say it's right. Like, don't follow the crowd. And last we have, I release time and let the universe show me what to do. First of all, can we point out all the hands up here? That's really standing out to me with what I was saying about people trying to reach for your love and light. Now, with this time, I feel like some of you, as I said, could be feeling like I'm not doing enough, or, I need to be doing this, and that. And you could have a certain time frame in mind in regards to your dreams, in regards to when certain things should be accomplished. And the universe is saying, let all that go. Let all that go and know that when things are supposed to happen, they're gonna happen. Sometimes we're fighting and we're like, I need to hit this dream before I reach such and such age. I need this in my life before such and such happens. And it's interesting because we want that to happen, but in the back of our minds, we're creating this feeling of, but I doubt it will. Like, I doubt all of that is going to happen by that time frame. So it's like we're hoping, but we're fearing at the same time. The universe is saying that you have to let that go, because the universe can change your life in literally 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, could make things that would have taken years happen in a week. So it's saying, don't worry about all that. Just be blissful. Just continue to do what you're doing. There's a lot of light workers here in this particular pile. And it's saying, just continue to do what you're doing. Continue to flow with that beautiful energy. Continue to heal and to grow and to share your light. And when the right time comes, somebody needs to hear what I'm about to say. When the right time comes, you will be exposed. And I feel like that's important. I feel like it's so important for you to know that whatever hasn't happened or, yet in your life, you're being protected. You are being shielded from people who otherwise would try to feed more so off of your energy, would try to use you in the wrong way. So the universe is saying, know that this is a time of protection. This is a time of growth for you. And when you reach that moment that you are, I don't want to say done, but I'm almost thinking like cooking, like when the timer goes off, know that you'll be exactly where you're supposed to be. And the people who are supposed to see you, who are going to appreciate you, who are going to help you and add to your life, they're going to be there. So I feel like that's really important for those of you who are watching. Also, if you feel lost, because I'm really focused at the hands right now, this person looks like they're praying, they're hoping for guidance. For some of you, you're sitting there and you're like, what is my next step? What am I supposed to do? And the universe is saying, let go. Just let go of time, let go of all these restraints, let go of what people think you're supposed to be doing and all of that stuff. And just let yourself listen to your own energy, listen to your body. Some of you are, and I hope I say this properly, clairsentient. And you feel through your body. You pick up energy through your body. And so the universe is saying that you will know what your next step is. You will know what the next thing in your path is, and to trust that. But if you're letting so many other people in, especially because of quite a few of you on here are empaths as well, if you're letting so many other people in, you start getting confused in regards to what is your own voice. Like, what is yours and what's someone else? Where do you end and someone else begins? So that's really important for boundaries, for trusting yourself, and just flowing. Just continue to flow, pile 3. So thank you so much once again for allowing me to do this reading for you. Once again, I just want to pause and send you lots of love, light, healing energy. And I ask that once again, you just send that right back to those watching. If you happen to like this reading, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, I do provide those in my Etsy shop. So you can find that in the description box below. And I do readings on a variety of topics. So in regards to, your spiritual advancement, in regards to love, I even have a section where you can ask me a question if there's something specifically you want to know about. So thank you so much once again. Please be safe, everyone. Love and light.